Hello, I'm ABX Toycat and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be talking about and actually showing you two brand new secret mobs in TU31, which a lot of people did forget about. And I'll be honest, I'm including this category too, because on the changelog they talked about the Guardian, the Elder Guardian, the Endermite, the Rabbit, and then there's the Chicken Jockey, which most people assume to be the secret mob this update, because it's a lot hard to find, there's no spawn egg, all these different things about it, but there's actually two other secret mobs which are variants of the Chicken Jockey, because as well as finding a baby zombie riding a chicken, you can find a baby zombie villager riding a chicken, which is kind of the same thing but retextured. There's also the very different unique mob, which is the baby zombie pigman riding the chicken. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about this baby zombie pigman riding the chicken, but also just the chicken jockey in general, because I haven't done that yet and there's a lot of interesting things about it you might not have known. So please do like it if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's know you do like it. But let's get straight into the video, shall we? So yeah, let's get started by talking about exactly how you spawn this thing in, because you know, a lot of you probably haven't even seen it yet, because they are quite rare, even just the regular chicken jockey, let alone getting to these two unique variants. So let's talk about, you know, how you actually find one, because, you know, for both creative and survival, it's actually a reasonably tricky task. We don't have a command to just, like, type /spawn chicken jockey. There is no spawn egg for it. There's nothing like that, but you can kind of improve your odds if you know what you're trying to do. So basically, the way it will spawn in the wild is you just have to hope that zombies spawn enough that you get the chances happening, because what needs to happen is a zombie has a 5% chance of spawning as a baby zombie. That's, you know, 1 in 20 zombies. That's not too bad, right? Then that baby zombie has a 5% chance of spawning on a chicken. So that gives you an overall chance of 0.25% of actually finding one of these in the wild, which means you have to, you know, on average, search for about 400 zombies before you find yourself a chicken jockey, which is pretty bad. I mean, 400 zombies is a lot to kill. A lot of people on their leaderboards probably, you know, have somewhere in that ballpark. So chicken jockey is very, very rare to encounter on the wild, and, you know, that's kind of for the best, because they can be kind of fearsome in some ways. But this is, you know, just the base chicken jockey. If you want to get the other two types of chicken jockey, they're actually a little bit rarer than this, because one, running across 400 zombie pigmen is harder than running across 400 zombies, at least in my opinion. But the second thing is that if you want to get a baby zombie villager chicken jockey, this is arguably the rarest mob in the game now, and I think to a lot of measures it probably is the rarest mob, because basically if you want to find, you know, a baby zombie villager chicken jockey, which is still technically just called a chicken jockey, but, you know, these are all different variants of it, basically you need to go through those same odds again, so 0.25%, and then what needs to happen is you need to actually have another 25% chance, because the baby zombie has a 5% chance of being a baby zombie villager, which gives you an overall odds of something like 0.065% chance. Basically, you need to go through 8,000 zombies before you'll find one of these in the wild. It's pretty crazy like that. So that's how you do it in the wild. You know, in creative, you just have to spawn them, but you do have something that can help you in creative that doesn't really work so much in survival. I mean, I implore you to try it if you're really looking for one, but basically if there is a chicken nearby, your odds actually go up by 5%. So if you just, you know, instead of 1 in every 400 zombies, if you don't have any chickens, if you have chickens nearby, it's close to 1 in every 200. It's not quite that way because of the way the odds stack, but yeah, it's around, you know, it's about 0.48% chance of getting a baby, you know, one of those spawn like this. So if you have 200 zombies you need to spawn in, just keep spawning them until you get one, as long as you spawn within 10 blocks of a chicken, because it'll spawn on the chicken, and that's really, really nice like that. So yeah, basically you need to spawn in a lot of zombies if you want to find one of these in creative. If you want to find them in survival, you just need to get really lucky, and having a chicken nearby will help, but it's not too practical in survival. So that's how you get them. What about the actual, you know, facts of how they work? Because, you know, we could do this all day and it's not going to prove too much. What about the facts of how they work? Also, I forgot that we're in survival and they want to kill us. So, yeah, let's talk about the first and most interesting thing about them, which is that they move a lot faster than a regular chicken. So, if we just look at this chicken over here, which is doing its own thing, as you can see, if we just look at this chicken, you can see when he does go on the move, after we just kill this baby zombie, when he does go on the move, he actually goes on the move pretty slow like that. When they have the baby zombie on top of them, they kind of have this synergistic behavior, well, they'll actually move faster than they can before. So, if we look at this one right here, as you can see, not doing fast. If we look at this one up here, then you'll be able to see that he's actually running around a lot faster. They move at baby zombie, or baby zombie pigman in this case, speed, which is a nice little boost. But another thing they have going for them that the other one doesn't, is they can use the chicken's fly ability to not ever take full damage. So if they get knocked off something, which is really tricky for me to do right here, so let's just knock the chicken like that, you can see they'll actually be able to fly, and although this doesn't, you know, they can't actually fly up things, they can use this to glide off stuff and never take falling damage. So this is a mob that can't be killed with falling damage. It's a mob that moves a lot faster than a regular zombie. Also, if we just actually attack the baby zombie now, you can see that the movement speed they'll go up when they want to get you is pretty insane. It's not quite faster than walking speed, but it's very, very close. So if they actually get out there, you can see if I'm going backwards like this, it's actually going to get very close to me quite a lot of the time, which is kind of dangerous. I think it's actually slightly faster than me, but it's just having having little errors when it catches up me. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, basically, the reward for this isn't very big. You get 12 XP for killing this instead of 10, so it's not really worth looking out for. And if you do find one, I'd recommend name tagging it because it's a cool little find. But you do need to bear in mind they kind of count as separate entities to some extent, so just make sure you bear that in mind and you can do your own thing there. So yeah, basically, baby zombies give you extra XP, they'll run extra fast, but they do have the one fatal weakness, or the fatal weakness of the chicken, is that because the chicken still just has its 4 hearts, if you can lead it through fire, you get one, the thing will die in just, it takes just 3 hits of fire plus the initial fire to do it, and also, it's being very sneaky and not running through any of the fire nearby here. But yeah, if you can get it to run through the fire, okay, let's just set it on fire like this, there we go. All it takes is 3 hits to die, and then you get yourself some cooked chicken in return. So, yeah, it's, you really don't need strategy to kill this thing. It's a nice find. There are 2 secret variants of it. There is the baby zombie villager, which, again, even a baby zombie villager by itself, you've got to get the 5% chance of getting one that looks like this. Then it's got to be a baby. Then it's got to spawn a chicken. It's just, the odds of finding that are insane. If you do find one, that's pretty cool. But for the most part, it's not something you need to find, and that's that. So, yeah, two secret variants of that. Let me know, whether you like either of those better than the original one, and let me know if you found one in the wild, because, honestly, I played quite a bit of survival since the update, and I still haven't actually found one in the wild legitimately, and I wouldn't be really too terrified of one if I did, but I'd love to hear your experiences on the whole matter, because it could be different than mine. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching this video. I'm going to be doing another secret feature video. I'm just trying to round up all of the secret features in this update, that haven't been covered in a video so far. If you did like the video, please do like it and let me know. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one, including, each update and stuff like that, for both console, or for all 3, console, PC, and the book edition. And if you like staying up to date on that, as well as a bunch of other gaming related stuff, then you can subscribe. You'll see it daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching this one, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.